Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to reading for the week of January 2nd. So we're going to jump right in here and we are going to see what is going on in your general energies. You have this beaver spirit. It says lay a solid foundation. Some of you, this could literally be in a relationship. I mean, you have the King of Wands and Six of Cups here. Six of Cups can be like a card of family. So some of you obviously could be building a foundation with a family, or you could be thinking about starting a family. And so I would say this reading is very good if you are doing that. I also feel that some of you are kind of like literally setting yourself up for the rest of the year. And so you could, but, you know, I really feel there's like a new direction in work or business for you. I've been saying this since, I don't know, probably like the summertime, right? I feel that for a lot of you, that there is a change in work or business. It's like you're discovering your true purpose. And this last row here is the good stuff. So it doesn't matter what shows up here. It's going to be positive no matter what. And it just looks to me like there could be some sort of change in work or business, but it's kind of like you have to, you know, I feel like there's stuff to do with this beaver spirit. It's like not everything is in order. I don't think this is a bad thing. Obviously, things take time to set up, right? Things, especially in work, business, you know, other areas of your life. It's like things take a little bit of time to grow. Things take a little bit of time to get going. And I think you're just kind of in that process. Can we see what's the next card? You have this turkey spirit. I love this card. It says, give with gratitude and grace. Turkeys also represent abundance as well. So I feel, number one, practice gratitude, but number two, could be a lot of abundance coming in. You have this King of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Two of Swords here. You know, some of you could be thinking back to a time when things were easier or better, or whatever you want to call it with the Six of Cups. But the Two of Swords, you know, this is a card where she is kind of like in a position of indecision, and she needs to make a decision. She needs to make a choice, and she really needs to trust her intuition as well. So I do feel that some of you are in this position of maybe making a change or, you know, moving in a new direction in your life. And for some of you, I feel this new direction is actually connected to the past with the Six of Cups, but we're not talking about love here. Maybe for a small percentage of you, sure. But I feel like it's almost like this reading is talking about you more rediscovering yourself. I'll tell you why. Because of this middle row, you go Sun, King of Pentacles to the Judgment card. Judgment is like waking up to your true purpose, waking up to what you are really truly meant to do in your life. But it's like a circle. You're going from Six of Cups, the past, to the Judgment card, the past, waking up. And there is an element of doing something new with the Judgment card. We'll talk about that. But, you know, it's kind of interesting that some of you, I'm not suggesting, Virgo, that you're, you know, if you had like one job and maybe like 20 years ago, now you have a new job. I'm not suggesting that you're like going back to the old job. But this does feel connected to work to me, and it feels like you're kind of rediscovering something. I really feel this could be much deeper than that, though. Again, you have the King of Wands here. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign in love or just in some other area of your life. But King of Wands, he's very bold, very courageous. He really goes for what he wants. And, you know, kind of this reading to me, it almost looks like you're having a glow up here. You know, you're going to the Sun, to the Empress. Two cards of glowing, two cards of getting a lot of attention or finding a lot of success and abundance. So I do feel there's a lot of success and abundance for you, but I also feel that some of you are kind of having a little bit of a glow up type of thing here. So I definitely like where this is going, Virgo, but I want more detail. So let's see what we get here. With the King of Wands, you have this discrimination card. This is a card of really discernment. It's a card of being able to tell the difference between like good things in your life and bad things in your life. It's not like discrimination, like racism or something like that. It's more about like picking and choosing the things that are right for you. And also with the King of Wands is about nurturing something into existence. You have a lot of nurturing energy here. That Turkey card is actually a card of nurturing. You have the Empress as well. And so putting it all together, and the Six of Cups, by the way, children, which have to be nurtured into existence, right? It's like saying, what can you nurture in your life? What can you put energy into and see results? With the Six of Cups, you have this caution card. I don't really feel there's like anything to be cautious about other than Again, we do have Mercury retrograde, and so, I would be careful of anyone coming back from the past here, Virgo, plain and simple, if it's a person. But what I would also say is, I would be careful of kind of like writing things off from the past. I'm not suggesting that you have to do something from the past. I don't even think that's what this is saying, but I wouldn't completely discount, things either. With the Two of Swords, you have this Order card. All three of these cards are Virgo, by the way. Moon in Virgo, Mercury in Virgo, Venus in Virgo right here. So I think that's pretty funny that you are basically showing up 3 times in this position, in a very strong position as well, the first position, first row, whatever you want to call it. But I do feel like you're kind of like putting things in order. I feel like order could get a little messy, like trying to keep things in order. I think you need to embrace the chaos, Virgo. Nothing is perfect. If we go this way, you go sun to the moon. The moon is a little bit more uncertain than the sun. So I kind of feel like you need to embrace your flexibility, or you need to maybe be a little bit more flexible. Next, in the area of your next big change, you have this regeneration card. So some of you could be going through a healing or like a recovery period, I kind of feel here. And again, I feel that will be very good for you. But it's kind of like another word, right? And we are going through a retrograde. Retrogrades are all about RE words. So redoing things, revisiting, right? And rediscovering. But for you, I feel like this is a rediscovery that you are going through here. You have the High Priestess, the Sun, and the Eight of Swords. I feel like you need to trust your intuition for sure with this High Priestess card. It's almost like there could be an opportunity coming in for you that has a lot of potential. She has no roof over her head. And the whole point of the High Priestess with no roof over her head is that it kind of suggests that the sky is the limit. There's no limit to what she can create. There's no limit to the things that she can be, do, or have in her life either. She pretty much can accomplish or have whatever she wants to create in her life, but she just has to do it, right? So I feel that for a lot of you, that you could be accomplishing a lot, but I feel like you need to realize that there's a lot more potential. I would be careful of being too closed off as well. I feel very closed off with her. So some of you might be kind of shutting down, but I would open up to people if you need help with projects or anything like that. You also have the Sun. Sun is the best card in the deck. So I feel like there's a lot of happiness, joy, abundance, just good things coming in for you. I feel like it could be a very playful time. Maybe not this month, but kind of like this year. I feel like you could be feeling very joyful, very playful, very fulfilled, right? A lot of fulfillment coming in the Sun, best card in the deck. And you also have the Eight of Swords. So this is the next big change that's coming in for you. And I really feel that you could be setting yourself free from a place in your life where maybe you have felt very stuck. So if you've felt stuck, if you felt like you can't move forward, or you have felt like you can't make changes in certain areas of your life, it looks to me like you're actually being set free, or you're kind of finding some sort of freedom here. Let's see, Virgo, what's going on here for you? With the High Priestess, you have the negotiation card. No negotiation. Literally, this card, look at this. There is a sun and a moon that she is pointing to here. You cannot make this stuff up. Sun, moon, right here. I feel like there are things that you want in your life, and I feel like you have to go straight for them. No settling is what this is saying to me. I feel like I've said this to you before, probably last week. With the Sun, you have this friendship card there. I was getting something there, because I'm pretty sure I said something about spending time with people who matter to you or something like that. I don't remember, but if you need help with anything, I feel like there are people who will help you, but you have to open up. Oh, I was saying something about shutting down and needing to open up. So I feel like there are a lot of people who can assist you on your journey, but you have to, of course, open up to those people. I feel like you could be discovering new friends. I'm wondering if some of you are moving as well, or thinking about moving, because you could be discovering new friend groups or something like that as well. With the Eight of Swords, you have this affair card. I feel like there's love coming in for you. This card is not like an affair, like cheating. It's not like that type of love. It just represents love, straight up love coming in for you. So I do feel that there is love coming in for you. I feel like you've had to learn how to tell the difference between the difference between what a person presents to you and who they actually are. I hesitate to call it the truth. It's funny that you end with this false person card, but it's showing up in the area of the good stuff. So it doesn't matter. It's going to be positive no matter what. But what I will say is I feel like you've had to like learn how to tell the difference in relationships. I kind of feel like this is a good thing. Has it been easy? Probably not. Probably is hurt based off of that false person card, of course. But, I feel like you've learned like what to look out for. So, pay attention to that. Next, in the area of what you don't see coming, you have this exploring card. It says you're exploring different potential paths to success. Love it. You have this career exploration can provide you with clarity on what matches you. You also have this card that says to rise, you must let go of fear. Moon, like literally your first card. So Moon isn't even about letting go of fear. It's about walking through the darkness. It's about stepping into things that you are afraid of and realizing that there's nothing to be afraid of, right? And the easiest way to get over something or to remove fear from something is to learn about it. It's like really most of the things we're afraid of, we're just afraid because we just don't know anything about whatever it is, right? We just have a lack of knowledge. So I feel for some of you, if you can learn about the things that you're fearing, that would be a good idea. I also was getting something about play. You have all these cards of children here. Well, not necessarily children, but childlike energy, Six of Cups. You have this friendship card with the Sun card as well. So some of you might need to like play around more in work or business and be more open to exploring that way. You have the Moon, the King of Pentacles, and the Empress. So the Moon, nowhere on the Moon does it say stop. The Moon says keep walking down this path and get to these mountains because those mountains represent achievements. I feel like there could be some achievements coming in for you, or at least the opportunity to achieve some things that you've wanted to achieve for a long time. So I definitely feel you need to make your way down to these down to those mountains. But again, you have to kind of like go through a period of darkness, which I kind of feel like you have been. You also have the King of Pentacles. I do feel there's like a lot more financial stability coming in for you at this time. If you're wanting love, by the way, this could be a Taurus. I think you've had Taurus you have two Taurus cards, this card and the Empress. So some of you could be a Taurus. I think you've had Taurus with me a bunch of times in the past. So it could just be another Earth sign. If it's not an Earth sign, I feel like it's just someone who's very stable, predictable, probably someone who's financially well off. They might not be like ridiculously wealthy, but they probably are financially stable at the very least with the King of Pentacles. And I also feel like they're very focused on building a foundation. King of Pentacles, the thing about King of Pentacles people is that they are usually obsessed with building foundations, or at least having a very strong foundation, right? So they're usually very focused on foundational activities. Like even, if they're building a relationship with you, they might be focused on kind of like really making sure the beginning is right, whatever that means to them. They're all different. So, you're going to have to take it how it resonates, but I definitely get that here. You also have the Empress. Again, I feel like you're very attractive at this time, Virgo, so you could be attracting people very quickly into your life. But I also feel, again, you could be attracting a person you find attractive at this time. So this could be the person that's coming in for you. I see a ton of abundance for you, but it's like all your abundance, I think, is in facing some sort of fear or, maybe rediscovering something, right? As I was saying at the beginning of the reading, I feel like rediscovering something and maybe like molding it in a different way or doing something differently could be the thing that like makes you very, very successful here, Virgo. Let's see. With the Moon, you have the versatility card. Yes, doing things differently. Every single person has had this card or the adaptability card this week, so doesn't really surprise me. I think we need to be very adaptable at this time. Literally everything in the astrology basically says if you're doing the same thing you did yesterday, today you're stuck, as John Taffer says, right? And we literally see that here. King of Pentacles. If there was ever a card of a person who does what they did yesterday, today, it would be the King of Pentacles. He's a card of convention. There's nothing wrong with doing what works, right? But eventually, things that have always worked maybe don't work anymore. So we have to find new ways of doing things. And I kind of feel like that's what that's talking about. With the King of Pentacles, you have this defense card. Some of you could be dealing with a person who has their defenses up, is what I'm getting. This is Mars and Taurus, so it's like clearly connected to the Taurus energy. Is this the end, though? I would say no. Let's see. Yeah, you have this publicity card as well. You could be dealing with a famous person for some of you. You could be dealing with like a person who's famous or who gets a lot of attention. So they might be a little bit defensive. They might have their guard up. It might be hard for them to let someone in. Definitely with that publicity card. I don't think this is the end of the situation though. You could be the famous person as well. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like someone is defensive in a relationship situation. For some of you, this could be coming in the future, is what I would say. We can look for a solution in a second. With the Empress, indecision. I mean, that could be part of the problem, is that someone needs to listen to their higher self. There's like an angel over here on this card. So I feel like it's either you or a person needs to make a decision in a relationship situation. I do feel like this person will make a decision. Look, we go to the Three of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Three of Wands, funny enough, is like waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment. But the Ace of Swords is a victory. So if you're dealing with an indecisive person or whatever, I do feel like they will be making a choice. At the end here, we are going to look at the good stuff that's coming in for you. You have this toil and labor card and also this false person card. Again, what shows up here is going to be positive no matter what. So I feel like some of you could be, a false person could be being exposed to you. So it's like at least you could be getting the truth. But I don't really feel that. Number one, I feel like the toil and labor card is saying your hard work is paying off. I do feel like you're going to start seeing results for the hard work that you're doing. I also feel like this false person card, it's not really talking about a false person. Again, I think it's talking about your truth. It's like you are rediscovering something about yourself is what I'm really getting here. You have the Four of Swords, the Judgment card, Three of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. It's like something you've always wanted to do. I feel like for some of you, it's like you're revealing something about yourself that you've always wanted to reveal. It could be like your true path in life, the thing that you really want to do in your career. It could be something in your business that you want to try. It could be any of those things, but I think it's going to lead to a victory no matter what. So there's like big victories coming in for you. I think there's a lot of growth and expansion coming in for you as well with that Three of Wands. Three of Wands card of growth and expansion. So love to see that. I also feel that, again, you could almost be like, this is like a victory. I do feel like this could be a victory in love as well. You also have the Judgment card, so I do feel like some of you, again, are waking up to your true purpose. These people, they are standing in these coffins. Inside the coffin is their past life. Outside the coffin is their new life. So they really need to get out of the coffin. They need to step into their new life so that they can find success. So I do feel like this is saying don't be afraid to leave some things behind, especially if there are things that are kind of like dead, in your life is how I see it. I feel like you're kind of like moving on from those things. I feel like you've been through a period of recovery, kind of a rocky year for you this last year, 2022, right? I feel like you've been through, I feel like you need the recovery is what I'm trying to spit out here, Virgo. And really, I feel like the past 3 or 4 years have been the challenging years, and I think things are about to get much, much better for you. So I think you have a lot to look forward to, Virgo, and I feel there's a lot of improvements as well. Let's see. With the Four of Swords, you have this Charity card. Yeah, people being kinder to you. It's funny. I feel like you're noticing people being nicer to you as well. I don't know what that means, Virgo, but people better be nice to my Virgos. But I feel like people are just, I don't know. I feel like you're just noticing it, noticing maybe nicer people or noticing a nicer energy. It's funny how that popped into my head. With the Judgment card, you have this Acquisition card. I feel like this is what you want, like a true connection. I would be careful. There is something... I think this is true for everyone, not just you. I've been getting this in my readings. There's something about like idealized love or something like that. I don't know. But there is no perfect version of love. Nothing is ever going to be perfect. And that's what makes things perfect in the first place, is that they are imperfect in their perfectness. So how's that for a tongue twister? If you can unravel that one, Virgo. But what I would say is Sun in Taurus, by the way. So it definitely could be a Taurus, but... I feel that there is like a power couple vibe that I'm getting here. So some of you could be like meeting a person where you have a very strong connection. Could be like a power couple-y type of thing. If it's not a Taurus, I would also say that we have Uranus in Taurus, and Uranus in Taurus is all about building, leaving a legacy. So you could be meeting a person, could be any sign, and you could just be building and leaving a legacy with that person. With the Three of Wands and the Ace of Swords, of course, you have this practicality card. This is about being practical, doing the practical things. So I feel like that a lot of you are kind of I kind of feel you're making these decisions from a very practical place in your life, like all decisions in your life at this time. It's like you're being very honest with yourself, but I mean that in like the best way possible. I feel, and it's like, I don't know, it's like, I feel like I get this thing about like not wanting to beat around the bush. I feel like you just like want the straight to the point type of energy here. I hope that makes sense. We're pulling 5 main themes now. You have this Mule card. It says someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Obviously, if you're dealing with a person who's unwilling to change, I feel like you're going to be leaving that situation in the past. You're probably moving towards something that's much more flexible. You have this pig card. It says beware of greed on it. I feel like you need to like value yourself like more here, Virgo. Hold on. Can I get another card? You have this crown. Honor and respect will come to you. Are you kidding me? So I think this has nothing to do with greed. I feel like this has to do with like valuing what you bring to situations, love, business, work, any situation, friendships, whatever. And I feel like this has to do with like, it's like saying to me that you need to enter into the situation. It's not like you're being cocky or anything like that, but I feel like you need to enter into situations a little bit cocky. And I mean that in a good way, obviously, because it's almost like if you're entering into situations like lower than you actually are, it's like you're not being who you are. I don't know. Weird message. You have this barrel card. It says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Okay, so what? You have this turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly, so it definitely could be a love situation. You have the turkey. How crazy is that? I feel like there's new love coming in for you. If you don't already have love. If you already have love, obviously the story isn't for you. But if you don't have love, I feel like it could be love. Could be something else. But I don't know. I feel like I really feel that you're rediscovering who you truly are anyway. When you do that, your vibration raises to who you truly are. Obviously, you're going to attract what you need. You have this teapot, deep friendships with someone of the same sex. There's like a lot of help for you. I don't even think this is just one person. I feel like there could be multiple people that are very helpful for you in work and business especially, so look for that. You have this angel card. It says spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Didn't you have the indecision card right here? So right here, I feel like you are protected from any decisions that you want to make. I would just make those decisions and realize that you are safe from risk is what this is saying to me. But pretty good reading. I kind of like where this is going. So thank you for being here, Virgo. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.